Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so live stream not long ended. I stayed and got a few opinions from different people about the new units, and you know what? Like it's as I expected it would be for anniversary, and I'm kind of well, you know what? I'm not kicking myself for spending Iris beforehand. I don't regret spending or getting the units MLB that I do. But anyway, let's jump in, have a look at the units. Big shout out to you guys over at Artemis Discord for the Yui especially, as well as you guys over at Artemis for keeping me or allowing me to keep you company during the stream, and Yui for translations, and you guys over at the Danmachi Memoria Freese Reddit Discord for having all of your translations pinned so I can make this video. Anyway, with all of that done, before I go any further, if you guys are looking for another content creator that probably has more experience in the game than myself, also actually has helped myself as well as a number of other YouTubers in Danmachi with data mines and things like that, there will be a link to my man Yoko down in the description. Please, by all means, give him a sub, or at least go and check his videos out and give him some likes, get him started in the YouTube world. Anyway, let's jump in. This is the first of the units. We're going to look at the Adventurer Bell here. The stats are great. But it's not so much the stats. As always, like, the stats are going to be minimalistically different. They will make a difference, but they'll be minimalistically different. And I know that's a mouthful. And I'm sorry if you can hear my little one. He's off from school because he's not feeling well. But we're going to look at the skills right now. Let me just okay, so the SA, by the way, keep in mind that these are preliminary translations. They may be changed. So we're just going on what we have right now. They may be somewhat or slightly different when they actually drop in game due to translation issues. Anyway, so the SA is an AoE ultra water physical attack, ultra penetration rate, and temporary great strength boost. Allies water attack damage plus 100%. I like it. I like it a lot. Skill 1 is an AoE mid water physical attack, ultra uncounter rate, and agility minus 35%, physical resist minus 40%. For 4 turns and 3 additional actions of mid-water physical attacks. But keep in mind that, okay, so the physical resist reduction is 40%, which is great. I'm pretty sure that is the 40% is a power creep, right? That's the highest we have thus far, because I'm pretty sure 35% is all we have from a basic skill currently in game. So 40% is definitely a power creep, and then we have the additional attack being a mid damage modifier as well. So skill 2 is an AoE fast high water physical attack, high crit, self, strength, and water attack damage. Wait. Self, strength, water. wait. Strength, water damage, and agility plus 70% for 4 turns. I think this bell might be the Lida replacement for physical rush teams. But this is just going based off what I've seen in some of the chats. I mean, it was really lucky for me to spend the majority of the stream in the Artemis Discord because they're very well versed and, you know, higher ranking people than, or higher ranking players than I have ever been. So it was really good to sit there and be able to sort of process the opinions of people that know more about the game than I do. And then skill 3 is a single target super water physical attack, skill damage plus 80% for each physical resist debuff on the enemy. I don't know what fast growth means, but okay. Passives, they are what they are. Are there anything special here? Shorten strength and magic debuffs on self by 1 turn on counter. So whenever he counters, he reduces strength and magic debuffs on himself. Cool. Phantasma Killer. Right, we're going to move on to the next unit. Okay, so we're here. We're looking at the next unit, which is Wealth. As you can see, it's another water unit as well. But this one's different. As you can see, usually we're used to Wealth being a magic unit, but this Wealth is in particular, a physical unit. You can tell from the stats right off the bat here. But we're going to look at the skills. So it's his SA is a single target. By the way, this is the Record Buster unit for those of you that want me to declare it. Keep in mind, all of these units are anniversary units, so they are time limited, which means you'll need star bonds to MLB them if you don't get all of their dupes. So single target SA, ultra water physical attack, high penetration rate, temporary great strength boost, allies, strength, magic, and water damage plus 75% for 5 turns. Pretty cool. Skill 1 is a fast mid water physical attack and 25% single target damage taken and self 100% strength for 4 turns. So buffs his strength by 100% and single target damage is increased by 25% for 4 turns. That's decent. Trying Currently, single target, the highest we have is 25%, if I recall correctly. And AoE's 35%, right? I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, so I apologize if I do remember some of that information incorrectly. Not that it changes my opinion on the units thus far, to be fair. So skill 2 is a single target high water physical attack, temporary strength boost, and a self counter rate plus 50%, water damage plus 60% for 3 turns, and adds 3 additional actions of a mid single target water physical attack. So there we go. Again, we have the additional being mid modified. And then skill 3 is a single target super water physical attack, skill damage plus 80% per water attack damage buff on self, removes strength and magic buffs excluding assist skills. So I'm trying to think if we have a current Record Buster water unit that removes strength and magic buffs, and at least on my team I don't have one except for Riveria's SA, if I remember correctly. In the comment, guys, if you can remember or know that there is a single target water Record Buster unit that removes strength or magic buffs, please drop in the comments just to let other people know. Thank you so much. Counters are water physical attack, apply a minus 45% strength or magic. Oh, okay, so it's like the old, for those of you that are new, you probably won't realize this, but we used to have to use an older Ryu in Record Buster to get that damage reduction from a counter. Counter damage plus 60% and Phantasma Killer. Right, cool. He is the Record Buster unit. I'm not going to say there's anything... He's like the physical water version of Riveria, just minus the SA gauge charge in essence. Again, something else that I picked up while hanging out in Artemis today. Actually, to be fair, I sat there cracking jokes, but I learned a lot from them. So I'm going to keep saying that I learned a lot from them. I don't want them to think I'm stealing all of their thoughts living in their heads. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next unit. I'm going to give my opinions at the end, I think. Okay, so we've moved on to Lily, who is a wind magic unit, I should say. Let's look at the skills. Don't want to spend too long on the stats. We're just going to give them that, because to be fair, I understand that there is a level of micro analyzing stats in terms of who will outspeed who and things like that, especially for Wargame mostly, but I don't want to do that here and overcomplicate the analysis of whether these units are good or whether you may want to summon for them or not. To be fair, if you're looking as to whether you should summon or not, it's anniversary. Fucking summon. What have you been doing all year? If you're like not a new player, what have you been doing if not saving for anniversary? You should know this. Shame on you if you don't know whether to summon or not. You should definitely be summoning. What you prioritize, however, is it depends on your account. Anyway, let's look at the Lily. SA AoE super wind magic attack, temporary great magic boost, physical resist, magic resist, and wind resist minus 50%. I really like that SA. Really like that SA. It really opens up. So put it this way: if I was to SA sack her in Record Buster, it would really open up my wind team. In Record Buster, obviously it would have to be one. I can't remember who doesn't remove debuffs. Probably Otar. But I can't remember who removes buffs, who removes I never do. I always look at what they... I have to read what they do anyway, but she would be a good SA sack for Record Buster. Anyway, so skill 1 is a fast self magic, agility plus 75. Magic and agility plus 75%. Damn, big buff. Allies guard rate. Wait, this is a guard rate, physical resist, magic resist plus 40%, and 4 additional actions of low wind magic attack plus crit rate. Okay, so even for me, 1 copy of this as an int sack unit in Wargame for skill 1 would be fucking amazing, just for that guard rate and resistance buff. Obviously, if I'm against, counter stall teams, it's going to be an issue, but she's seeming really strong for counter stall team. For stall teams in Wargame. 4 additional actions, by the way. Damn. Okay, so skill 2 is an AoE fast mid-wind magic attack, high penetration rate, plus 30% skill damage per strength, magic, and agility buff on the enemy, and removes said buffs. So you gain up to 90% additional damage. Wait, no, that's not 90. It's double that. It's 180, right? So plus 180% damage if they've got strength, magic, and agility buffs on both assists and adventurers, and then removes those buffs excluding... Wait, hold on. I think maybe the damage calculation excludes assist skills as well, considering it doesn't remove them. So it's either 90 or 180. I'm not quite sure here. Obviously, we won't know till we're in game anyway. Sometimes you have to look at the wording and just go, all right, we'll see when we'll see. But if it doesn't include assist skills, then it's 90. If it includes assist skills, even though it doesn't remove them, it's 180, which is really strong. Which is probably why it would be mid modified. Either way. Skill 3 is a single target high win. Oh, sorry, is an AoE. My bad. I don't want to do that. It's a fuck up. It's an AoE attack, not a single target. My bad. Is an AoE high win magic attack. Strength, magic, guard rate, and counter rate minus 40%. Holy shit. So if you have one copy of her, she'll be good as an int unit in your wargame team. If you have her MLB, she's gonna stall the fuck out of your whole team, as well as help increase damage. She would be really good for my current wargame team, to be fair. Minus 40% damage taken on guard from one of her passives as well. Jeez! Moving on to the next unit. I don't want to get carried away on one specific unit. Okay, so this is the Welfare Hestia that we're going to be getting for free from the event. Now, don't mind the stats here, but what she does is actually pretty crazy for a Welfare unit. So allies water attack damage and wind attack damage plus 15%. Good. It's the equivalent of a level 60 of any of the current element buffers for water and wind anyway. So 15% is what you'd be getting if you hadn't or didn't have an MLB assist from one of the banner element units. And adds free reaction effect when attacked. Allies physical resist and magic resist plus 30% for 2 turns. This effect can only occur once per turn. So every turn the person that this assist is attached to gets attacked, it increases the entire team's physical resist and magic resist by 30% for 2 turns. This can only occur once per turn, which is cool. Like, you know, the next turn, I want to know if so say if you've still got 1 turn left on it, and then you get hit the next turn and the next turn and the next turn, you'll have that 1 turn remaining from previously. So would it stack? So like from 2 turns to 3 turns, you know, etc. But that's really strong, and that's a really potentially powerful effect for a fucking welfare unit. But no, I like her. She's good. I love the artwork too. Pretty sure everyone in the Artemis Discord server knows I like Hestia. Everyone who's watched my videos knows I like Hestia. Fuck you guys if you don't like Hestia. Joking. I love you guys, but I love Hestia more. That's just it. Anyway, next unit. Okay, so we're looking at the Ilia now, and I honestly, she's so fucking cute. Like, she's adorable as fuck. You can't. She's like Yoroichi if Yoroichi was like 16 years old. She's so adorable. Stats obviously going to be great, but we're going to look at what she does. Allies 2 times null magic attack excluding SA, and adds free reaction effect. When attacked, you have a 75% chance to add 1 null magic attack excluding SA. Ah, mate. The additional effect of being able to nullify a magic attack, given that magic rush team or light rush magic teams, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are really prevalent currently in wargame. Having Ilia is like, yeah, because it nullifies 2 magic attacks for all allies, and obviously it depends on the rotation of the, you know, magic rush team, but like, it is what it is. A 75% chance to have an additional magic nullification too is just way too fucking strong in my opinion. But moving on to the next unit. Okay, we've jumped onto Aphrodite now. I'm gonna tell you straight, out of all of them, like, I love the artwork for all of them so far, but the Aphrodite in general just doesn't really do anything for me. She stands out as one of the typical tsundere character that I don't. That personality type really just puts me off of watching a fucking whole anime. Like, I don't like tsundere characters. They just annoy the shit out of me in general, to be fair. Stats, great. But we're going to look at what she does. If you wonder why I'm looking that way, it's multiple monitors. I've got OBS in front of me. I've got Discord to the left of me. And I've got, like, another monitor that I'm not using to the right. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, so AoE damage taken plus 20%. Agility, guard, and counter rate minus 15%. Basically gonna help counter stall teams in wargame. That's what she's there for. That's what she's there for. The fact that she has a really high strength stat as well is pretty fucking crazy. I'm not sure when it comes down to how fast she will be, who is the fastest, or whether she will outpace some of the current agility assists that we use in Wargame. But like I said, that's, you know, micro-analyzing that I don't really want to get into. And I know you guys have probably noticed that I've skipped a unit for good reason. We're going to jump over. We're going to have a look at her now because she's fucking crazy. Okay, guys, hear me out now. Now, obviously it's Haruhime, so she was going to be really fucking crazy. But you know for a fact that the OG Haru that everyone's been running was going to get power crept eventually. She's been the most fucking essential unit for every, like, she's literally been sitting at the top of tier lists for a year and a half now. Maybe a little bit longer. Has it been a little bit longer? No, I think it's a year and a half. But like, you knew that power creep was going to happen eventually. Now look at these stats. She's balanced. That threw me off at first too. Ew, balance types, hate them. But let's just look at what she does. Okay, so her SA has a 120% buff to allies' strength and magic. That's 20% more than the current Haruhime for 3 turns. Removes all status debuffs, which is crazy. That's a new thing. You're going to keep going now. It doesn't have the regen of the OG Haru, but that kind of doesn't matter here. Skill 1 is a fast mid-wind magic attack. AoE fast wind mid magic attack. Ultra uncounter rate. Allies, 10% MP heal. Critical rate, penetration rate, counter rate plus 30%. Cool. That is, for me, that's basically a better version of OG Haru's skill 2. And then we have skill 2 here is allies fast SA gauge plus 33%. Minus 35% AoE damage taken for 4 turns. 3 additional actions of... The additional actions are a 30% heal to all allies and extends buffs by 2 turns. So do this once. So do her skill 2, and then for the next 3 turns, as an additional action, she will extend buffs and heal you for 30%. Okay, that's crazy. Skill 3 is an AoE super wind magic attack. Temporary magic boost and extends status debuffs by 2 turns. So here's the thing, right? Hear me out now. You only really need to basically spam and alternate between skill 2 and skill 3, and then occasionally go back to skill 1. So all that's happened is the order in which you use this Haruhime's skills are different to OG Haruhime, but it is all essentially still there, just better. She has healing in another form. The only thing is that will probably change a lot of rotations for a few people that are not Wales is like the SA not having any healing, but I'm pretty sure we can work around that with her skill 2. She is fucking broken. Like, no lie, she is a must-have. Like, if you are like, oh, do I need to summon? Yes, summon. If you're not sure who to summon, if you get her first, get her and have her MLB'd first, and then worry about the other units. She, in my opinion, is the go-to unit. You need to have her. She is going to power creep the OG Haruhime. In fact, I don't know when I would use OG Haruhime now if I get her MLB'd. This is a huge power creep for everyone, and she is going to carry people's accounts now for God knows how long, because in my opinion, the reason it took so long to power creep OG Haruhime is they needed to find a way to do it that wasn't going to completely break the game forever. I'm not quite sure that they haven't done that, because now 33% SA gauge on top of everything else that she does, the damage reduction, the buff and debuff extensions, the healing, the buff, the debuff removal and everything, it frees up an open slot for your Record Buster teams as well, because she does the SA gauge charge herself, and then you would need to keep her on regardless. You don't really need that initial SA gauge charge sack unit at the beginning. Anyway, my opinion, should you summon? Yes, summon. What do you need to summon on? Prioritize what your account needs first. All of these units are good. If you need an order of what they are, it would be, in my opinion, Haruhime. You know what? I'm not actually going to do that. Haruhime over all of the others, and then work out what you need to work on. Is it Record Buster that you need help with? Is it Wargame that you need to help with? You know, work out what's better for your account. If you do need actual help and conversational help, jump in my Discord, drop in the comment section. I'm glad to help you. If I can't help you, I'll get opinions from someone that can and give you some advice. Anyway, I don't want to drag this out for any longer. It's like another 20-minute video, and I hate 20-minute videos. But thank you so much for watching. This is so fucking exciting. Like, these units are so strong. We knew they were going to be, but I love them. And I haven't really spoke much about the artwork because I'm a degenerate and there's not enough cleavage on display. So, or booty for that matter, because butts are better than boobs. Don't at me. Anyway, guys, that is going to be everything. Have a great fucking day. I love you guys. I'll catch you next time. I'll catch you later.